it's like you get tight, like the front end doesn't want to turn, and then it just gets really free as soon as it does turn.
Here I am sitting here watching Natalie do her little practice session here in Nashville, and you want to know the craziest thing about all this is for the past month or even 2 months, which it's not that big of a deal, but it kind of is in a way too. But she has become so selfish about streaming and stuff like that she will lock everybody, like she locks everybody out, and I don't know if she, like, dude, I don't know if she's doing this shit because of me or what. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you're blocking everybody else out of your races and stuff and keeping them out just so that I won't join, or just so that I'm not like in your races with you, that is selfish, and it's not.
All right,
dude,
we should
it's
put
like
the qualifying setup in.
It's
this
not
is the race setup.
To me, that's, I don't know. I've been jawing on about this for way too fucking long, and it's gotten on my nerves. But it must be something big. You know what I mean? It must be a really huge, big deal for you to go completely out of your way to keep all of your other streamers or iRacing family and stuff, to keep all of them out, or keep from doing races with you just because of me. And then for you to focus so much on your Valorant with your bestie and stuff, like chick, if there's something that you need to tell me, or if there's something that you want to tell me, say it. Okay, you get a free pass. You're not going to get in trouble. You're not going to get, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get in trouble for saying something. Okay, you might get in trouble for saying this. You might get in trouble for saying that. You get a free pass on this. So, like, if you have something to say, just say it. But to me, man, it blows my mind that you would go completely out of your way just to keep me, Kevin, like Kev, just to keep me out of one of your races. Like, why in the world? Like, what? And dude, if it didn't mean nothing to you at all, you would just blow it off like, oh, well, ain't no big deal, whatever. But something has really gotten to you with this. Something has really got under your skin. Something has really upset you a lot. And I don't know what it is. I wish to God I did know what it is. But ever since I got a little upset about some stuff and said a few little things there on YouTube, or like whatever it was, blah blah, I really wasn't that upset. I was just testing the waters to see what was going on. But ever since that day, she started doing this. She locked everything up. Nobody can join her races. Nobody can do this, do that. This chick, man, I feel like she's so selfish that if she thinks you're getting more enjoyment out of something than she is, she doesn't like that. So she completely just blocks all that out. But if you give her enjoyment, or if you give her happiness, then she's okay with it. But I mean, look, this is like, she used to get on, like, when she first started streaming, she'd get on iRacing all the time. She would get on there and host races, and people would get to come in there and hang out and have a good old time, and everybody always, like I go in there and I try to put on a show for a little Twitch. You know what I mean? Like, I try to go in there and put on a show for everybody, and have somebody in there that was, halfway decent, knew what they was doing, stuff like that, just so that it would be a good show for everybody. And, she used to get on there, she'd get on there like 2 or 3 times a week. But ever since she met her little buddy friend or whatever, she stopped doing all of that. She's more leaning towards playing Valorant with him. She's completely forgot about all of her iRacing buddies, and all she cares about is this one dude. So it completely confuses me, because I'm sitting here thinking, man, there has to be something else that's going on, or there has to be some other explanation for this. But sweetie, I hate to tell you there, but ever since you met that little dude, everything about your stream, everything about you as a person has just completely like swam down the drain like a turd that you flush. And I don't mean no disrespect. I mean that with the utmost love and compassion I could give. But ever since you met that dude, like your whole he is a virus, and you're too blind to even see it. Like he is a literal virus, and you're so obsessed with attention that just because he has a few extra dollars, and just because he gives you attention and kisses your feet and kisses your toes and all that stuff, you eat that up so much that you forget to see things in a bigger picture. You forget to see the brighter side of life, all because of this one dude. And unfortunately, sometimes in life you're right, sometimes in life you're wrong, and you went down the wrong path on this, and it just is what it is, man. It's a really sad scenario. It's a really sad, everything about it's just sad. You had a really good thing going, and you turned it really ugly because of this one dude. And that's just how it's going to have to be. That's just how it is. I'm sitting here looking at it from a third-party perspective. I'm sitting here looking at it from being stepped back, and I can see it. You know what I mean? I can see it. It's clear as day. You forgot about everybody else. You latched onto this one little dude, and you act like anybody gives a shit. Like, dude, hey, look. When people tune into Natalie Decker Official on Twitch, they tune in to see you. Okay, they tune in to see you. They don't tune in to see your boyfriend. They don't tune in to see your friend Shouty or your friend Timothy or whatever that is. They tune in to see you. Like you're the person that they want to see. So forget that shit. Forget them. Forget all that other stuff. Focus on what's important. Like you. Like you would be amazed at how much better you would be overall if you would just throw them two to the side and focus on yourself. But you want everybody else to win with you. You want everybody else to be included. You want to take you and your entourage to the top with you, and it doesn't work like that. For you to be that star, for you to be that, that superstar, you can't have your entourage in there being a superstar with you. It just doesn't. It doesn't work like that. And I know you're a nice person. I know that's what you expect. And I know that's what you want to do. But man, you want to talk about a waste of a perfectly good situation. You're too kind-hearted, and you focus on other people a lot more than you do yourself, and it's just unfortunate. But like I said, you had a really good thing going with the iRacing. You would always get a good amount of viewers in there, and then you got onto the Valorant with Tim, and you might average, I've seen anywhere from 20 to 25 viewers up to like 40 or 50 viewers. So that's shit. Nobody likes watching it. Nobody cares to watch it. They don't, just because you have a few dollars and just because you show a little attention doesn't mean you're a superstar. Tim Bob, or whatever your name is. You know, just because you got money, and just, you can't buy fame. It doesn't work like that. You can't buy, you can't be fame. You can't buy your fame. I know a lot of people think that they can, and they think just because they got money that they can be famous, but that's not how it works. And ever since she started doing that, ever since she started focusing on this one little dude, she just might as well pissed her fucking Twitch away, like, just completely, like a turd flushing down a toilet. And sometimes in life you have to admit you're right. Sometimes in life you have to admit you're wrong. We're all human beings. We're all prone to make mistakes. We're all prone to not always do the right thing. Some of us can admit when we're wrong. Some of us can admit when we're right. Okay? But if you're wrong, and you know you're wrong, but you can't admit that you're wrong, you need to work on that. You know what I mean? You need to work on that. You need to work on yourself. You need to learn not to be so headstrong and so arrogant to the point to where you don't understand when you mess up. And I've tried to let her know that, try to teach her that, I feel like I'm sitting here like catering to a toddler, and it blows my mind, because this chick is sitting here celebrating her 25th birthday. She is 25 years old. She's on the fast track to 30, and she acts like she's fucking 12. I don't understand it. Yeah, throw that janky ass setup out of there, because it doesn't do you no good. Get out there and raise, fixed setups. I mean, it's all about who can take whatever car that's out there and make it go fast. Okay, it doesn't matter if you have the best setup. It doesn't matter if you have the right setup. If you can't take a car that is janky and make it go fast, then what's the point? So, I mean, what works for you? Hey, what works for them might not work for you, and it's all about who can adapt, and who can adapt to what you're thrown in the fastest. And just because it works for this person doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And that's why I like racing fixed setup races and stuff like that too, because it takes all that out. You don't have a setup, and it's strictly who's the best driver. Who's the best at driving this. But that's besides the point. That's a whole other story. I just had to come on here and say a few little words. I know it's already up 13 minutes, but hey, like I said, sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. Sometimes people will admit it. Sometimes they wouldn't admit it on their worst day, because they don't want people to think that they messed up, or they don't want people to think that they're wrong. But it is what it is, and I wish you wouldn't have let a few little dollars, in retrospect, like a few 5,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, if you wouldn't have let that money like dictate a person's value. But anyways, hope you have a good one. And here comes another ad, because Twitch has thrown 10,000 ads in there, I guess, because once somebody knows somebody's right, the other person's wrong, that's what they do. But I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be mean. Sorry for the cursing, but it just is what it is. But I'm gonna sit here and watch this, monstrosity of a race. And honey, you should already know that you don't do good unless there's other cars out on the track. And practice and qualifying ain't never really the best, but once you actually get into the race, that's when you actually perform. That's when you start doing good. Same thing goes with iRacing. You can hop in practice and be all over the place, but once you actually start the race and you actually, it's go time, that's when you're actually better. and then you got other cars on the track to, you know, to like dictate how far you can go down into the corner, stuff like that, when you need to get back on the gas, all that jazz, you know, all the fundamentals of racing. But hope you have a good stream, and anybody else listening to this, you know, you ain't got to be so hard on her and stuff. I know she tries so hard to prevail and to be number one, and she wants to be really competitive, but you know, you don't have to be competitive all the time. You don't have to be competitive with everything you do. Just, you know, just focus on yourself and focus on putting out good content, putting out solid content. And hey, you know, it doesn't hurt to share the spotlight every now and then. It doesn't hurt to, you know, listen to other people's perspective and see their viewpoint on something. And so it just, you know, just is what it is. But peace out.